Okay, I'm back, and I'm here to talk about Planet Hulk. And I decided to review this, and I recently read it because the animated movie is coming out, and I figured I should talk about this to kind of give my thoughts on it. Now, this is a very modern story. This came out around, I want to say, 2006? 2000... Around 2007, this story came out. This is essentially like the best Hulk story that's been done in the last decade. Because there's not really that much. This makes Jeff Loeb stuff look horrible. But then again, you can compare a story where everyone dies for no reason and then they come back unexplained, and that'll be better. Reading a comic about dishwater is better than reading Jeff Loeb, but I'm on tangent. This story collects. Now, this is I don't remember what volume or what series this is. I think this is the Hulk series that began around 1999. Collects issues 92 to 105. For those of you keeping count at home, that's about 16 issues of that alone, I think. A little bit off. This is a story where essentially the smartest people in the Marvel universe, Iron Man, Reed Richards, Doctor Fate, Black Bolt, the Illuminati of Marvel, they decide the Hulk's too much of a problem, and by that he keeps smashing stuff. He needs to stop that. Like a 5-year-old, we're just gonna sit him a timeout. And by timeout, they mean a planet where he won't hurt anyone. Yeah. Basic thing here. And they believe the planet he's heading to is a planet where it's peaceful, where he won't do any harm. But the ship goes a little off course, and he ends into a gladiator planet called Scar. No, it's called Sakaar. I'm sorry, it's hard. And through this, he becomes the Green Scar. He becomes a warrior. He becomes one of the greatest warriors on this planet, and he meets Korg, who's a rock alien. I don't know how to say the species. He meets Meek, who's a kind of a bug-esque warrior. He meets Brood 2 of 7. That's what his name is. They don't give you names in Brood. I know what the Brood are, kinda. And he forms this sort of friendship with these people, and he falls in love with a woman, and it's really touching, it seems like. And the story just kind of evolves. You see him, he's a slave, but then he decides, we need to turn on people. We need to turn against the king, and he does, and he becomes the king of the planet. I know that's a bit of a spoiler, but I put spoilers in here all the time. People should know that by now, and I usually, I haven't lately when I'm trying to put in spoilers. I mean, just the covers alone, the art in here is mostly done by Aaron Loprete, I think. I don't know how to say his name. He's currently on Wonder Woman. With some help with Carlos Pagulin, and art by a few pages done by Gary Frank. No, I'm wrong. For the start, it was Aaron Loprete, and there's 4 main parts. I guess you could say there's Exile, Anarchy, Allegiance, and Armageddon. Carlos Preguli, I can't say, I'm sorry. He did the first, and then Loprete came in midway, and then Carlo took the rest. And this is all done by Greg Pak. Greg Pak is a good writer. He's basically the man, if you can't get Peter David and you don't want Jeff Loeb, which is everybody on that again, he's the Hulk writer you want. He's currently writing the newly rechristened and renumbered Incredible Hulk series, which has been really good. Art I can complain about lesser known. He's also been doing Incredible Hulk, which took over from at least this Hulk series that this book took place in. Changed the name, just kept on with the numbering. He's been doing that with Fred Van Lente. The thing I love the most is Hulk is perceived as intelligent. People always assume, and Jeff Loeb beats it to death, that Hulk's just a 5-year-old. I think Hulk is very intelligent. It's just there's a primal nature that sometimes prevents it. I think it's just completely like a complete misinterpretation of the Hulk truly, and he's perceived as intelligent and as a strong character, and I did love this. The art, I really do like the art. There are times where it looks savage and it looks insane. There are a few other stories in here. There's a story that feature Amadeus Cho, who plays a role in here. And also, I will not say this. I've spoiled a lot, but I will say this. The Silver Surfer is in this book. If you want to read it, or you can just do some more stuff online, looking online, you'll find out. And also, there's this thing here called the Gladiator Guidebook. It's this guidebook on on basically the whole planet of Scar, like where it is in the universe, the map of its terrain. It gives you it's like a textbook almost. Tells you about the people who live here, the wildlife, a map of the main city, natives, the warriors. It really does a good job of telling you all this story. And this is a pretty thick book too. This book, I don't even it is pretty thick. It's like 2 or 3 trades fused together, 2 or 3 average size trades fused together into one damn book. And it's retail. It's $35. That's before tax. Odds are you can find it for cheaper on Amazon. For those of you who have the disadvantage, advantage. That's my disadvantage. I can't use Amazon because my parents won't let me. But that's not important. 9 out of 10. This was just great. It's a pretty steep pickup, but it's definitely worth it. Story's nice, art's good. This is probably the best the Hulk will be until, Jeff Loeb decides that he's sick of it and he needs to do something else that ruins everything I love. Feel free to take the stuff I don't care about, Loeb. That's where you're working. So that's all I got. Peace.